think one of the hardest parts about reclaiming your power is having to acknowledge the ways that you unknowingly gave your power away in the past. And this could be choices that you did or didn't make. And it could be like not standing up for yourself, or not following your intuition, or searching for outside validation. And, there can be a lot of shame around the things that we did or didn't do, the choices that we made or didn't make. But the shame is what can keep you stuck and keep you disconnected from your power. It's about replacing that with compassion. Compassion because you were doing the best you could at the time with the resources that you had. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to grow from the things that shaped you in the past, and to reprogram yourself in a way that brings you closer to yourself. We come here and we get heavily programmed by society, by our families and stuff, and we also pick up on this generational trauma that moves through our lineage, and it's all about breaking that cycle and choosing better for yourself. These people, places, and situations that literally drain your life force energy are taking parts of you. So that's why, first of all, when you're trying to reclaim your power, the best thing to do is to remove yourself from certain environments that make you feel drained. You feel drained for a reason after different interactions, because you're not setting these boundaries to protect yourself. It's all about really exiting these environments that make you feel drained and depleted, because a lot of times these environments try to tell you who you should be or who you are, and that can be confusing. Just like the outside noise and experience of that can really disconnect you from who you are at the core. So it's all about, first of all, removing yourself from these environments. And a lot of times right after you remove yourself from the outside noise, there is a lot of internal noise happening. Since you were in survival mode, most likely from experiencing really chaotic things that sent you into this flight or fight mode, a lot of times your brain doesn't know how to function right after exiting these environments, and there can be this intuition blockage, because these environments are literally blocking you from your own internal compass. So when you're removing yourself from these situations, the relief doesn't always happen right away, but a lot of times you're going to feel a lot more clear once you exit these situations, these environments with these specific people that were throwing you off. And you're probably gonna get relief pretty quickly in some way, but it's about just really getting rid of all this noise and turning inward and seeing the ways that you've abandoned yourself in the past, and recognizing your worth and how you didn't deserve any of the situations that happened to you, and it's just a part of being here, being on this earth. It's about learning and growing, and not blaming yourself for the things that you did or didn't do in the past. It's about choosing better in the future. So show yourself some compassion and just really try to understand why you did or didn't make these choices, and that's going to help you move forward once you find your self-worth and realize who you are. Not even realize, but remember who you are, because you're getting back to yourself. Becoming this new person is actually just getting back to the center, the core of yourself and who you actually are. It's about reconnecting with yourself and reclaiming the parts of you that you lost along the way. And I said, show yourself compassion through this process, because that's the way that you're going to heal. You can't hate yourself into healing. You need to love yourself into healing and realize that things are going to change, and it all starts within. So be patient with yourself and truly create a home within. Remind yourself that you are safe to feel everything you feel, and that you can trust yourself. And really just remember that you're worth so much more than you know. You're worth so much more than those people or environments told you are. They were trying to throw you off, and it's all about coming back to yourself and remembering who you are in order to move forward and be able to set these boundaries when you encounter these people, places, and situations that try to throw you off and disconnect you from yourself and your power again. And part of getting back to yourself and becoming this even greater version of you is bringing your masculine and feminine energies into balance, because you can't have the softness without the strength. It's this Emperor and Empress energy. You need to be able to stand up for yourself and really be connected to your power and able to move forward and take action towards the things that matter to you. But you also need to have this open heart and be connected to your emotional world and be able to receive, because it's not all about giving, or it's not all about receiving. It's about both, because you need both to be able to be coherent and be balanced within, and able to really give and receive in the world that we live in. In this world we live in, the love of power overrules the power of love, and that's a problem, because it's this false sense of power that is chased after. And why is it chased after? Because a lot of people haven't learned to cultivate that connection to their power within their solar plexus. They haven't become this source of energy that they're able to create within. And you can also look at the way that caffeine's overconsumed in this world, and I'm not trying to demonize caffeine or anything, but I feel that people let caffeine rule them so much because they aren't able to create their own source of energy within this natural caffeine. There's just this disconnection from power. A lot of people are unconsciously giving their power away to different things every day. And to be connected to your power is such an important thing in this world. The solar plexus and heart chakras are interconnected. They're right next to each other. And to be truly connected to your power in this healthy way and have such an open solar plexus chakra helps open the heart center as well. And since the two are really connected, it's like one helps the other, because the solar plexus really helps you stand in your power when you're dealing with certain situations And it helps you do this and, set these boundaries so that you can protect your heart and just like protect your peace and sense of self. And it helps that you're able to really connect to your inner child, just be connected to your joy. And yeah, power is one thing, but when you truly reclaim your power and also open your heart, it's like you're unstoppable. You can show up in this world and love with this open heart, but you are also connected to your source of power and able to, set boundaries when needed so that you're not overgiving. So it's such a powerful thing to truly balance and connect both of these chakra centers. On my own personal journey, I've had to really reconnect with my body in order to reclaim my power. I found that has been such an important part of this, and I talk more in depth about this on my podcast, Healing with Heidi, podcast episode 3, Reclaiming My Power. I talk about how important it has been to really turn my attention more to my body and get out of my mind. And that has really helped me find my sense of self and reconnect with my power and reclaim these parts of me. Part of exiting survival mode is getting back to ourselves and our bodies, because a lot of times when we're survival mode, we're really thrown out of our bodies and into our minds, and we end up in these negative mental loops where we basically are repeating these traumatic events in our heads over and over and feel stuck in that experience as if it's happening. And this really throws off the nervous system. And part of healing and reclaiming your power is mental. Part of it is seeing things from a different perspective and getting this clarity, finding this peace within. But another part of it is really reconnecting with our bodies. It's not only about changing our thoughts and perspectives on things, but it's also about releasing this energy that is stuck within us. And a lot of times when you get out of your head too, you find this clarity within that you wouldn't be able to find if you were just stuck in your head all the time. So it's so important to do different things to reconnect with our bodies. This can happen in so many different ways, like meditating and really clearing your head and reconnecting with your body, or yoga, or dancing, or spending time outdoors in different ways. But it's so important to really reconnect with ourselves in this way. And another part of really healing is allowing yourself to rest. Sometimes doing nothing is the best thing that you can do. As you reclaim your power, you start to see things more clearly. You start to really feel connected to yourself in a way that you weren't before. And then moving forward, you're able to really set these boundaries and realize how valuable your time and energy is, and realize that what you're putting your time and energy into is what you're creating. That it really determines the life that you're creating, because they say where energy flows, energy goes. Now ask yourself, where is a lot of your time and energy going? And how do you feel after giving a lot of your time and energy to these things? Do you feel more connected to yourself, or more disconnected from yourself? Or do you even know how you feel after giving a lot of your time and energy to these things? And also, now, where do you want to give more of your time and energy moving forward? Hopefully to becoming an even greater version of yourself.